Hello everyone, myself Vishwas Palve, working as an assistant professor in Mechanical Engineering Department at Vidyavardhini College of Engineering and Technology, Vasai Road, Maharashtra. This lecture series is for engineering curves and we are going to learn helix. So let us have an introduction with a helix. Helix is a curve which is drawn around a cylinder for one revolution or n number of revolutions. Now, helix is drawn around the cylinder. It has a basic dimension such as the diameter of a helix and a pitch. So let us understand what is the diameter of a helix and a pitch of a helix. The diameter of an helix is the diameter of a cylinder on which the helix is drawn, and the pitch is if we wound a thread around a cylinder for one complete revolution, then it will start from point 1. Suppose this is the starting point, and it will take one complete revolution and it will reach to some point, imaginary point. Suppose you can say point A. Okay. So the actual distance traveled by the curve is known as the pitch. So starting from point, this distance, the vertical distance where it has traveled in vertical direction is known as the pitch. Okay. So on the cylinder, it can be having one revolution, two revolution, or n number of revolutions. Now seeing the figure 1, now this figure shows how it is bounded around the cylinder. Now you can see in this, the front portion of the helix is shown as a dark, and the portion of the helix which is lying behind the cylinder is shown as a light faint line, right? Faint color. So this indicates that the portion which is lying in front of the cylinder will be seen as a dark line, whereas the portion of the helix which is lying behind the cylinder is seen as a hidden line. So that we have to take care while drawing a helix. Then few application of helix. So this is the first application which we can see. This is a helical coil spring. This is a mechanical spring used in various machine components. The second is the helical staircase, and third is the thread profile of a screw. If we follow the thread profile of a screw, again it is a helical shape. So these are few applications where the helix is used. Now going to problem statement. So we are going to learn how to draw helix. So draw a helix. Question is draw a helix on a cylinder diameter 50 millimeter and pitch 60 millimeter for one complete revolution. So helix are drawn for one revolution, two revolution, right? And in this, suppose if you want to extract the data, diameter of helix is 50 millimeter, or we can say diameter of a cylinder of 50 millimeter, and pitch length is of 60 millimeter. So in this question, they have given these two dimensions, but in few of the questions, they might give the diameter of the cylinder, height of the cylinder, and pitch length, and they can give one revolution, two revolutions. So please take care that the pitch and the height of the cylinder is different. In some of the cases, if they give only the cylinder and height of a cylinder, and if they don't give pitch, then in that case we have to consider the height of a cylinder as a pitch. But if it is separately mentioned, you have to draw cylinder differently, and on that you have to draw pitch of given length. Okay, so let us start. So I'm going to use AutoCAD software for drawing. Okay, let us start with AutoCAD. In that, first I will draw front view and top view of a cylinder. So let us draw front view and top view of cylinder. The diameter of a circle is given as 50 millimeter, 25 millimeter radius, and the height of a cylinder is given as height of a cylinder. We have to consider it is not mentioned, so we'll consider similar as a pitch of a helix. So for that, let us draw cylinder first, taking a projection, height of 60 millimeter, horizontal distance 50 millimeter, then again 60 millimeter, and coming back to it. So this we have drawn a front view and top view of a cylinder. Now step 1, you have to divide a cylinder into 12 equal parts. So for dividing a cylinder into 12 equal parts, first I'll divide it into two parts. I'll use an array command, polar array, so that I can divide it into 12 equal parts. So I'll say number of divisions 12. Okay, and then enter, close the array. Okay, now after dividing it, let us give the naming starting from point 1, naming of that each division starting with 3, 1, Okay, again here also we'll give naming to point 2, 3, 4, and so on. So let us copy it and paste again at point 2, and I'll give naming as point 2. So you have to give naming for each one. I'll give 3, 4, 5, naming that is 12. So we have given each division, we have divided into 12 equal parts. After that, next step is to transfer those projections vertically in front view. So for transferring projection, we can see it will pass through point 1, 12. It is an object of symmetry, so it will be passing through same point. So you have to take individual projection line starting from point 2, vertical line, draw line from point 3, it will pass through point 11. Similarly, line drawn from point 4 will pass through point 10. Okay, so we have taken each and every projection points in front view. Now next step is to divide height of or pitch length into 12 equal parts. Now we know that the height is how much? 60 millimeter. So we don't have to. Now let us give the dimension also so that it will be clear. And if it is not visible, then let us make that dimension visible. So precision level 0, arrow size keep it as 3, text height I'm doing just minimum modification. Okay, close so that it will be visible. So these are the dimension height of a cylinder. And similarly, if I want to give, I will select dimension layer and I'll give diameter of cylinder. So these are the two dimensions which you have to give. Now I want to divide this height of a cylinder or pitch length into 12 equal parts. Now as it is having a 60 millimeter, we can easily divide by 5 centimeter of each division. If the pitch length is 70 millimeter or 80 millimeter, and that time if you want to divide into 12 equal parts, then it will be very difficult because each division will be some 6.5 or 6.66, so it will be not possible to divide in this case. All right, so on paper what you have to do, you have to draw inclined line whose inclination is 30-degree, divide, transfer, take 12 parts on that line and then connect it. Okay, so you have to follow that procedure for dividing it. So now let us divide this into 12 equal parts. I'll draw a line. I'll say offset of distance 5 mm and I'll divide it into 12 equal parts. You can use array also, but on plain paper what you have to do, just you have to draw using drafter, you have to draw parallel lines. After doing this, you have to give naming to the points starting from point 1. Okay, so you have to give naming 1, 2. So this will be my point 2. So here I'll name it as point, instead of 1 I'll name it as 1 dash. This will be my point 2 dash. Okay, and then third point is 3 dash, 4 dash, 5 dash, naming to points 1, 2, 3 dash, 4 dash, 5 dash up to 12 dash, and again it will come back to its original position, that is 1 dash. Now after giving the namings, the next step is to take the projections. For taking the projection, let us follow the points 1 vertical, 1 dash horizontal. So we have to take a point projection starting from point 1, 1 vertical, 1 dash horizontal. So we have selected point 1. Similarly, take a projection of point 2 vertical and 2 dash horizontal, mark a point. Then similarly 3 vertical, 3 horizontal, 4 vertical, 4 horizontal, 5 vertical, 5 dash horizontal, 6 vertical, 6 dash horizontal, 7 vertical, 7 dash horizontal. So you have to just follow the projection and you have to mark those points. Similarly, again you have to check the projection 8 vertical, 8 dash horizontal, 9 vertical, 9 dash horizontal, 10 vertical, 10 dash horizontal, 11 vertical, 11 dash horizontal, 12, and again the initial point as point 1. So we have marked each and every point. Okay. Now let us draw a curve with a French curve. Using French curve, you have to draw a smooth curve. But in AutoCAD, it is not possible to draw French curve, so I'll use a polyline. So one, to connect the points, I'll connect each and every point. Okay, point line, polyline passing through, and then I'll select this line and say convert polyline to curve fit. Okay, so it will get convert itself into a curve, and then I want this as a object line because only the curve has to be shown dark, and all other parameters we have to show it as a faint line. So you can see all other lines are seen as a projection line. Only the curve we have to show it as a dark line. And one more thing, we have to name the curve. So let us name the curve, selecting the hidden line, sorry, dimension line, and using a leader line I can give naming to that curve. I will say this is our helix. Okay, it is not visible, so I'll make it visible again. Select this, text height as 4, done. So helix has been drawn. So you have to take care that this nose of that helix should be smooth curve, and you have to give naming to each and every point. Now here I can give naming, copy, paste. So this is my point P1. So I'll name this as point P1. P1. Similarly, second point P2. P2. You have to name third point, fourth up to. So you have to give naming to each and every point P1, P2 up to point P12. And while giving naming, right, this will be my box suffix. Okay. So that care you have to take care. Yes, I want to change. So here we have named the curve. Okay. So this is the complete procedure for drawing an helix. So if you have any difficulty, you can contact me on my WhatsApp number or you can comment in comment box. Thank you.